India defeated West Indies by an innings and 141 runs. The defeat was kind of expected, but the margin was not, considering Windies do boost off a good bowling lineup. Welcome to Paddle Sweep. I'm Charlene,
I'm Tejas.
and in this week's episode of Paddle Sweep, we are covering the first test between India and West Indies. Let's take a closer look at India's performances in the match, and let's start off with the rising star of Indian cricket at the moment, Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Well, Jaiswal played a brilliant innings. He scored runs against the pacers, he scored runs against the spinners, and also swept the ball. It was really good to watch. Scoring 150 plus, essentially outscoring the opposition in his debut test match, is a very big achievement. Of course, I was hoping for a double century because it will mange more, but yeah, I am really happy for him. If Jaiswal keeps scoring runs, it solves a really big problem for India. Basically, of a left-hander at the top of the order. I don't remember when India last played a left-hander in the top four. Maybe it was Dhawan. Jaiswal is also young, so he will play for long. He can also play in both gears, defense when required, and can attack the ball as well, as we have already seen in the IPL.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Shalin?
I honestly think that Jaiswal has a lot of potential for India, and also more importantly, he's an all-format player. Just like you mentioned, he's proven his mettle in the domestic circuit. He scored well in his first innings. He has done really well in the IPL, so he's someone that can pair up with a right-hander at the top of the order for India and go for a long time. But honestly, I would be a little skeptical if we see too much into it, because this is just a beginning. We had players like Dhawan and Prithvi Shaw who scored centuries on their debuts, but as we see, they did not turn out to be test regulars. Of course, it remains to be seen how Prithvi Shaw's career goes. But yeah, good signs early on. I am hopeful about Jaiswal. Moving on to the other players, Captain Rohit Sharma scored a brilliant century away from home. That should boost his confidence. Kohli played a solid 76, scored well, had a good partnership with Jaiswal. Gill and Rahane got out early, but not reading too much into that. Jadeja scored some vital runs down the order before India abruptly declared. Thoughts on that weird declaration, Tejas?
Yeah, I personally felt that the declaration was a bit odd. India just scored 25 runs in the last 10 overs. I mean, if they already knew 10 overs before that they have to declare soon, they could have asked their batsmen to score a lot quicker.
I honestly agree with you, and I think this was a last minute decision, because I completely agree with that. Why would India score at such a slow rate if they were looking to declare 5-7 overs later? I think they even stayed a little longer just so that Ishan Kishan could score, they didn't want to leave him hanging on a duck on his debut. So I think they waited for a few overs just for him to make his first run in Test cricket. Yeah, so the declaration, and then let's move on to bowling.
Well, it was a regular day at work for Ashwin. Wakes up, takes 5 wickets in the first inning, 7 wickets in the second innings, total 12 wickets in the match. He spun the ball well, took wickets of the right-handers, took wickets of the left-handers, made full use of the pitch as well as the opposition, just like the champion bowler he is. Now that we have talked about Ashwin, it's the right time to mention that Yashasvi Jaiswal was preferred as the man of the match over Ashwin, who took 12 of the 25 wickets in the match. We have also talked about that in the separate video as well.
Guys, do check out the video where we talk about how Jaiswal was preferred over Ashwin, and we do make some strong points looking at historical data on how man of the matches have been given over the years. And do drop a like on this video if you think, and let us know in the comments if you think Ashwin deserved it more. Let's move on to the pitch. I would say the pitch was the worst part about the test match. Very slow wicket, nothing in it for the fast bowlers. There was good assistance for spin, but if you look at it from the West Indian perspective, ideally home teams tend to prepare wickets that support their team. West Indies do have a great fast bowling lineup. Their spin bowling is pretty average, especially when compared to Jadeja and Ashwin. So overall, I'm pretty disappointed with how the pitch turned out. If you look at the Ashes series being played, there is a lot of swing early on. There is something in it for spin bowlers. The ball comes on to the bat well, and the batsmen are rewarded for playing good shots because of the fast outfield. This wicket had such a poor outfield that Virat Kohli actually celebrated when the ball slowly reached the boundary. So overall, I would say I just hope that the next match we have a better pitch and a better ground. We'll join you with our coverage for the preview of the second test in a couple of days. Do tune in, do subscribe, and like the video, and do let us know in the comments what you think about our analysis and the video. Thank you.
Thank you.